Thank you. Yes, thank you. Students, you can be seated for a second. And other people too. Yes. So welcome to our commencement ceremony. It does give my heart great joy to see all of us able to be together again to celebrate these amazing young men and women here, your sons and daughters and nieces and nephews and grandchildren. Give it a round of applause for us being able to be back together once again at CHS to celebrate each other. Something a little different for us, I also want to say welcome to all those who are watching us on Facebook, which is one of those lessons that we've learned over these last 15 months of how to connect with each other even if we can't be with each other. So welcome to all of you as well. And thank you to Mr. Sean Watson. He's helped us out greatly this year to make sure that our events are are posted live for everyone else to watch. Thank you to our band. We already gave you a round of applause, but under the direction of Miss Katie Jewell and Mr. Aaron Wood, let's thank them once again for being here at our ceremony today. And then at this time, we're going to take a moment to pay tribute to our country and to those who have fought and are still fighting to defend the great liberties we all share. So we ask those of you who are able to please stand, and gentlemen, remove your caps as we signal our flag on our stadium here and honor our nation with the singing of the national anthem by our Cardinal Choir and Balladeers under the direction of Mrs. Katie Doublestein. Before Alyssa starts our ceremony, I do ask that you just take a moment to silence those cell phones, enjoy this moment, and take it all in as we celebrate these amazing young people.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome, graduates, parents, family, friends, staff, and community members. My name is Alyssa Bach. I am the secretary of the class of 2021. I don't know about everyone else, but I am thrilled to be here. There were many, many times throughout this year where this seemed extremely unlikely. So I am ecstatic to be here with all of you today. I'm incredibly proud of my classmates for their perseverance and dedication this year. It certainly has not been easy, but we did it. So thank you all so much for being here. And please join me in congratulating the class of 2021.
Greetings to all of those who have gathered with us today. I'm 2021 Class President Kelly Warner. If we, the students, are plants, then the staff of Coldwater Community Schools are decidedly our fertilizer. Yes, while an interesting choice of metaphor, reflect on the purpose of fertilizer: to protect plants, to help them grow uninhibited, ultimately to help plants blossom and bear fruit. to thrive and flourish in their given environment. The Coldwater Community Schools staff has left an indelible mark on all of us. And in recognition of the monumental impact they have all had on us, we want to express our profound gratitude to all of the K-12 teachers, administrators, counselors, parapros, lunch helpers, janitorial staff, athletic coaches and assistants, nursing staff, extracurricular club advisors, and many more that ultimately have gotten us here today. Graduation. Coldwater Community Schools has grafted us into the people we are before you, and even the people that we have yet to become. Because even though we are headed off to Lansing, Florida, New York City, the staff of CCS will always be with us. Whether intentional or not, the experiences made in the past 13 years here have imbued us with enduring life lessons. We have been lucky enough to meet one of our founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson, in the flesh to educate us on the American Enlightenment. We have had sugar crashes as a result of consuming a pound or two of Rice Krispie treats modeling the human brain. We have even had the privilege of making homemade piñatas and sugar skulls, even if they may unironically end up resembling Hitler or Spider-Man. These educational experiences have taught us to think outside of the box, to utilize divergent thinking and our creativity to achieve our goals. These are only few of the innumerable life lessons that we have learned through our time in Coldwater Community Schools. These lessons enabled us to grow as individuals. The CCS staff has enabled us to grow as individuals, constantly being our protectors and allowing us to learn uninhibited by negative outside influences, constantly being our encouragers and supplying us with the support needed to succeed, thereby helping us gain a better understanding of not only our curriculum, but ourselves. So thank you, staff of Coldwater Community Schools, for being our ever-devoted fertilizer.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kara Volkmer, and I'm the class council representative for the class of 2021. On behalf of my classmates, I would like to thank the people who brought us into this world and raised us to be the people we are today. Parents are true role models in our lives, and without whom we would not be the same. Our success in life and the support we received in them are beyond words. For our happy future, they made great sacrifices with or without our knowledge. We all know that without our parents, we wouldn't have failed many classes and would not have shown up to online school this past year. Thank you, parents, for everything you have done. Whether it was yelling at us to attend our Google Meets, spending countless hours at sporting events, being our human alarm clock every morning for school, or encouraging us to be the best we can be, we appreciate more than you know. Although we are stubborn teenagers, we cherish your efforts in trying to keep us safe and guide us to be kind, respectful human beings. Many of us leave in just a short 2 months, leaving our parents rejoicing at our accomplishments, but sad that their babies are all grown up. The countless tears I've seen from my mom and many other parents in the past couple months shows me how proud they are of us. None of us would be half the person we are without you guys, and although it does not get said enough, we appreciate you. Thank you, parents, for everything you have done, and thank you, Mom. I love you more.
Well, each year we honor various levels of academic honors and achievements earned by our students over their time here at CHS. You will notice the numerous cords, stoles, and medals being worn by the students that represent these honors. We'd like to recognize them at this time. Those graduating with honors, cum laude, are wearing bronze cords to signify that they are graduating with a cumulative GPA of 3.0 to 3.39. Would those of you who are graduating with bronze cords please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Those graduating with high honors, magna cum laude, are wearing silver cords. These signify that they're graduating with a cumulative GPA of 3.4 to 3.69. Would those of you who are graduating with silver cords this year please stand to be recognized? Thank you. And those graduating with our highest honors, summa cum laude, are wearing gold cords to signify that their final cumulative GPA is a 3.7 or higher. Would those of you graduating with your gold cords please stand to be recognized? Thank you. You'll also notice seniors who are members of our CHS National Honor Society wearing their NHS stoles. Would the seniors who are graduating members of our CHS chapter of the National Honor Society please stand to be recognized? Our final recognition of academic achievements are graduating students who have earned the recognition of the title of a senior scholar. To be a senior scholar, the senior must have at least a 3.4 overall GPA, but they must have scored exceedingly well on the SAT or ACT, both showing us that they can be academically excellent here in our classrooms and have been prepared well for their next step in their college or career adventures. So I'm going to read the names of these 9 senior scholars in the class of 2021. As I read your name, please stand and remain standing. If we could hold our applause till the last one is called. So the senior scholars of the class of 2021 are Cynthia Eros Caballero, Alyssa Bach, Caleb Brown, Kyler Galena, Sterling Haylett, Marshall Horde, Tate Hostetler, Connor Overholt, and Kelly Warner. Please give them a round of applause, our class of 2021 senior scholars. Thank you. We also have a great program here at CHS, a partnership between our high school, the Career Center, and Kellogg Community College. It's a 13th year program called the Early Middle College Program. So there are several students that you will see wearing a KCC Bruins tassel. That represents that next year they're going to have a 13th year of school, but in actuality, we are paying for their first year of college at KCC, a 13th year of the early college program. So with those of you who are in the early college program, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. And then each year we like to take time to recognize some of our students who have dedicated themselves already to serving their country. Some of them already have left. Some of them are leaving actually tonight after the ceremony to their recruiters. So we do want to take time to have those students in the class of 2021 join all of you that are here today that are either veterans or currently serving. Could you please stand so we can all show our appreciation for your dedication to our country? Students and those in attendance. Thank you. Now we have just a couple of other academic accomplishments that we always like to recognize. Our top performing students in the class. Our salutatorian, and this year we have dual valedictorians. The salutatorian for the class of 2021 is Kyler Galena. Kyler is the class vice president and also the secretary of our CHS Interact Club. She's a member of Student Council and the National Honor Society while also participating in cross country and track. Kyler also volunteers her time and talents at the Coldwater Free Methodist Church. She enjoys running, hiking, and spending time with friends, and after high school, Kyler will be attending Regis University to study nursing and Spanish. Kyler is the daughter of Scott and Sharon Galena. Please welcome and congratulate your class of 2021 salutatorian, Miss Kyler Galena.
Good evening, teachers, faculty, families, and friends. Thank you for coming tonight to celebrate the graduating class of 2021. It is my honor to be with you all. To begin, I would like to share something about myself that, if you have spent any amount of time with me, will not come as a surprise. I am quiet, reserved. So, to stand here and speak is quite out of my comfort zone. It is challenging, and to be completely honest, terrifying. However, that is how life goes sometimes. That is how life went for each student here on our first day of high school. A new environment, new teachers, older students. We were small fish in a big pond. But it was okay. We became accustomed to reading Shakespeare's plays, discovering Avogadro's number, and calculating the area of a triangle. We settled, got comfortable, experienced the epic highs and epic lows of high school. And then, junior year, life got really challenging and frightening again in a completely new and unanticipated way. 457 days ago, on March 13th, 2020, we experienced our last normal day of school. The 2 weeks we were told to stay home turned into months. Upon return, we relearned how to learn with masks and plexiglass, online, hybrid, and in person. It was, not to be too forthright or anything, awful. But it was okay. I watched my peers, my friends, take this tumultuous experience of the past year and create beauty and light from it. I witnessed firsthand how my classmates turned sour situations into sweet ones. When it downpoured as we ate our senior breakfast in our cars, we laughed. We did so likewise as we sprinted into school in our caps and gowns a little over 2 weeks ago as it again rained. This joy, diligence, and determination I have seen from my class is not out of the ordinary. It is what I expected from individuals as driven, creative, and kind as those that make up the class of 2021. L.R. Nast, a social justice activist and feminist, says this about life. Life is amazing, and then it's awful, and then it's amazing again. And in between the amazing and awful, it's ordinary and mundane and routine. That's just living. Heartbreaking, soul-healing, amazing, awful, ordinary life. And it's breathtakingly beautiful. This is truly how life has been for my class throughout our high school experience. So, to each of my peers, as you move on from high school, do not be afraid of this one wild, precious life you have with all of its hills and valleys. Be brave, treat people with kindness, take each mundane, magnificent day you have and go into them with the same persistent tenacity you have over the past 4 years. I believe in you. I am proud of you. Thank you.
As I've stated, we have two valedictorians for the class of 2021. They both have a unique set of qualities and plans for their futures, but one thing they both share is that they have dedicated their time and energy to both being impactful leaders in our school, and they've applied their academic talents to accomplishing a perfect high school record while taking all honors and the AP courses we had to offer. Our first valedictorian is Mr. Tate Hochstetler. Tate has been an outstanding leader and musician as a member of the CHS Marching Band, Pep Band, and Symphonic Band. He held the position of drum major in his junior and senior year and also earned the Drum Major First Class Award. He is also the trombone section leader. Tate has also been the president of our CHS Interact Club for the past 2 years, is a member of the National Honor Society, president of our Youth Engaged in Prevention Club, and has been involved in the CHS Musical Pit Orchestras for all 4 years he's been here at the high school. He's currently serving as president of the Youth Advisory Council, as well as being the youth representative on the Branch County Community Foundation Board. He also attends the Coldwater Free Methodist Church and shares his musical talents as part of their worship team. In his spare time, I have no idea how he has spare time, but he does, and he enjoys playing the piano or the trombone, cycling, watching football. After graduation, Tate will be attending the University of Central Florida. Tate is the son of Robert and Justine Hostetler. Please welcome and congratulate your first class of 2021 valedictorian, Mr. Tate Hostetler.
Good evening, everyone. Seeing as today happens to be my birthday, I thought it would be fitting to open with a portion of the speech that a beloved character of mine, Bilbo Baggins, from Lord of the Rings, gave on his birthday. Alas, 18 years is far too short a time to live among such excellent and admirable human beings. Class of 2021, I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. That's a compliment, by the way. And it's one that, the more I think about it, holds absolutely true for you, my fellow classmates. You see, I wish I had taken the opportunity to know you all just a little bit better. Still, I would like to thank all of you seniors for your contribution to this school and to my life. Whether you are one of my closest friends or someone who doesn't know me all that well at all, you have still shaped my experience and the experience of all those around you here at CHS through your actions, your involvement, and simply your presence within the walls of this school, and I would like to extend my gratitude to you for that. Wherever life takes you, I am certain that you will continue to bless the lives of others in the same ways, whether directly or indirectly, that you have blessed mine. Teachers, parents, and fellow graduates, as we all enter a new phase of our lives, I would like to remind you of a phrase that I have strived and often failed miserably to live by. It is a phrase that many of you are likely familiar with. Carpe diem. Seize the day. It means take advantage of life's opportunities while they are in front of you, because you don't know how long they will be there. It means be brave, take chances, and be okay with not succeeding every time. I think that in a year so strange as this one has been, it has been difficult not to look ahead at the future for when things will be better or when they'll get back to normal. By doing this, though, we've often lost sight of the blessings and the joy that this season of life has brought us. So even when things don't seem right or normal, carpe diem. For even amid confusion, disappointment, and irritation, there's still hope and joy in this life. Some of the brightest beacons of hope for me this year have been the teachers of this school, all of whom are sitting before you now. Back in August, nobody knew how different, how challenging, and how downright frustrating this school year would be. Amazingly, though, teachers, you all found a way. You were the ones that enabled all of us to seize the opportunities of every day this year, even if it didn't seem like there was much worth seizing on those days. You found new and creative methods of bringing us knowledge, even though it meant an absurd level of extra work on your part. Whether it was teaching the same lesson 8 times a week or setting aside a block of time that you didn't really have open to just work with me to prepare for an AP test nearly every single day. Teachers, thank you. I desperately hope that you don't see this as just the obligatory expression of gratitude on behalf of another class that's about to leave, because that is most certainly not what this is. In saying thank you to you here today, I mean it with my whole being. Because for the past 4 years, and especially this last year, you have worked tirelessly to make a difference in all of our lives, and yes, you have made a difference. One that I am certain we will all carry with us going forward. If this year has shown us one thing, it is that we are all resilient. That we are all here today is a testament to this. Though this year has disappointed us, frustrated us, broken us, we have been made stronger by it. And it is this strength that we go forth from today carrying with us, a strength that will continue to shape and empower us wherever life leads. This evening, I'd like to leave you all with these words in the hopes that you will go forward in the spirit of Carpe Diem, whether in life's joys or in the inevitable challenges thrown your way. From Tennyson. But we are not now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven. That which we are, one equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield.
Our second valedictorian for the class of 2021 is Miss Kelly Warner. Kelly is the class president and also serves as the secretary for the National Honor Society and treasurer for the CHS Interact Club. She's also been very active in the CHS Youth and Government program and has participated in both the tennis and golf teams at her time here at CHS. Kelly volunteers to help with events at the Coldwater Free Methodist Church and other community events in the area. She enjoys politics, environmental science and sustainability, and reading classical literature. After graduation, Kelly will be attending Columbia College in New York City with the intent to study political science or human rights. Please welcome and congratulate the daughter of Dan and Deb Warner, York's second class of 2021 valedictorian, Miss Kelly Warner.
One alone, frail and small, does not make a sound. One united, unyielding and tall, makes a sound so melodious that one feels strong. I've noticed that when it's quiet, when there's barely a sound, the trees make music. It's the movement of the leaves as a result of the wind that cause the branches of the trees to sway in unison and leaves to ripple against each other in a serene motion, creating a tranquil melody. Individually, if there were only one or two leaves wrestling against each other, we would be unable to perceive this gentle noise. But collectively, with hundreds to thousands of leaves, we can. Collectively, nature and trees have inspired the most astonishing pieces of art and have calmed the fiercest of temperaments. I find that when in times of distress, that we flock to the quiet, we flock to the calming influence of nature, and we flock to the lulling sound of trees. Today, we graduate. Today marks a monumentous occasion that signifies the embarking on the next stage of our lives, adulthood. These next years of our lives, we will undoubtedly struggle with the complications of the question, what do we want to make out of our lives? Or more importantly, what can we make out of our lives? The foreboding influence of the struggles we have yet to endure while exploring these questions will test us, challenge us, belittle us, and may even make us feel as if we've lost our way. And while this is frightening, don't let it discourage you. Instead, I advise you to reflect on your influence and on your power. We make countless decisions every day, from the contents of our grocery carts to our preferred social media platform. We make these decisions almost thoughtlessly, on autopilot, completely overlooking the monumental impact that each and every one of our seemingly trivial choices has on the world around us. For example, the rapid growth in the avocado industry has resulted in the increase in gang violence in Mexico, or even how the increased use of social media and social networking has led to a spike in anxiety, depression, and self-harm levels. These simple decisions, whether to buy avocados at the store, whether to spend time on social media platforms, have repercussions on a global scale. We get to choose what decisions we make. We choose where our money, time, effort, and energy goes. Therefore, we choose the level of gang violence in Mexico. We choose who lives or dies. If we were to act in unity, to use this power that we possess, this power of choice, we would be able to combat world hunger, poverty, climate change, genocides, if only we would wake up to our influence. We are the leaves of a mighty tree. Individually, we make no sound, we inspire none, we impact nothing. But in unity, we have the power to change the world, to stare down the looming struggles of adulthood in the world and create something awe-inspiring. So, my fellow classmates, as we continue into this next phase of our lives, I challenge you to wake up to your power, wake up to your influence, and in unity to create a sound that soothes the woes of the world. One alone, frail and small, does not make a sound, but one united, unyielding and tall, makes a sound so melodious that one feels strong.
And it doesn't happen very often, but we have an additional recognition that we would like to acknowledge here today. I'm very pleased to announce that another amazing academic accomplishment that is sponsored by the National Merit Scholarship Competition has been achieved and earned by one of the members of the class of 2021. From approximately 1.6 million students who entered this scholarship program competition, only about 16,000 were named semifinalists. This student was one of them. Those students then, designated by a state representative basis in proportion to the state's percentage of the national total of graduating high school seniors, are then in a competition to advance to become finalists by fulfilling several requirements, including submitting a detailed scholarship application and presenting a record of very high academic performance. This student became one of those. After becoming one of those distinguished finalists, only 7,500 earn the National Merit Scholarship as an official National Merit Scholar. 7,500 from an initial number of 1.6 million. And one of them is with you here today in the class of 2021. Please join me in congratulating our National Merit Scholar, Mr. Tate Hostetler.
Hello again. My name is Kyler Galina, and I am the Vice President of the Class of 2021. Thank you for being with us tonight. To every business, family, and individual of Coldwater who has contributed to the Class of 2021 over the past 4 years, thank you. Our class would not be what it is without each of you. From gathering on the streets to cheer during the homecoming parade to giving financially for scholarship night, we are grateful. The funding, time, and effort given have not gone unnoticed. Thank you to the Rotary Club, the BACC, the Coldwater Exchange Club, the Branch County Community Foundation, the Coldwater Public Board of Utilities, and countless others for your generosity and constant support. We appreciate our community and all given to our class and school.
Hello everybody, my name's Todd Farmer. I'm the athletic director here at Coldwater Community Schools, and I'm going to be presenting the John Vance Award. John Vance was the 1975 graduate of Coldwater High School. As a student at CHS, he was involved in the newly formed commission, which is now our current student council, the yearbook staff, the C Club, and played both varsity football and baseball. As a senior, he was also selected as the student body as the homecoming king. He attended the University of Michigan, where he played on the reserve baseball team in 1976. He represented the highest standards of character, leadership, and achievement, which all students should aspire. He was not just an athlete, nor an honor student, nor a student leader. He was all of these. On May 25th, 1982, John lost a year-long battle with cancer. In memory of John, and with an effort to recognize the graduating senior who best represents the high standards John exemplifies, the John Vance Award was established in 1982. Every year, the faculty, staff select a senior to receive this honor, and his or her name will be added to the plaque that is on display in the gym lobby. In memory of John Vance, we, the faculty and staff of Coldwater High School, honor Maya Repka, who represents the standard that John exemplified.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
This is the only chance. Got to get these kids comfortable on stage, I tell you. All right. So, typically at our convocation assembly, the band gets to perform their senior tribute song that is selected each year by the seniors in the band. This year, we had to have our ceremony inside, and due to the restrictions that were in place, the band was not able to play at that ceremony. So we've asked them to do so today. So please enjoy the senior tribute song under the direction of Mrs. Katie Jewell as the students perform The Phantom of the Opera. Thank you. And let's give one more round of applause. You may not have known it, but the band this year had to submit their festival as a video performance. And once again, the streak continues that the band students of Coldwater High School continue to receive all top 1 ratings in their festival this year for many, many years in a row. Congratulations, students. It's been a hard year for our arts programs. Please now, I'd like to welcome to the podium our Coldwater Community Schools Superintendent, Mrs. Terry Whelan.
Welcome, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and members of the class of 2021. I am honored to be part of this afternoon's significant occasion and to share with you in this celebration of your graduation. Class of 2021, we are all very proud of you. Thinking about where you will go, what you will see, and what you will learn makes each of us, your parents, your teachers, administrators, staff, and Board of Education members, excited and proud. To say that the last 15 months has been challenging would be an understatement. But through it all, you have persevered, adapted, remained resilient, stayed focused, and stayed hopeful. And you learned in ways that no one planned on prior to 2020. As I was thinking about what to say to you today, I recalled reading a quote in the Washington Post from a 9-year-old here in Michigan who described 2021 like this. She said that it was like looking both ways before crossing the street and then getting hit by a submarine. Also an article from the Washington Post, people shared their thoughts about the words that they would use to describe 2021. Some of the words that they used were surreal, relentless, exhausting, missing, and lost. So let's consider the meaning behind each of these words individually. Surreal. In spite of both terrible and beautiful moments in the last year, all of them seemed larger and more disjointed than normal life progressions or conditions. Extraordinary situations and behaviors by people, groups, and even countries have ruled the day. While things were surreal, you adapted. Relentless. The hits kept on coming. The good, the bad, the ugly. Remember? Let's move the start of the school back 2 weeks. Oh, and yes, we are all hybrid. And you said, what's hybrid? A few weeks later, we said we need to all be virtual. And then a few weeks after that, we went back to hybrid, and then back to fully virtual, and then finally to 5 days a week. Extracurricular activities were on, and then they were off. And choir and band, you can only play outdoors. And what do you mean when you said, but it's snowing outdoors? The changes were relentless, but you were resilient. Exhausting. All of the constant changes were exhausting. You probably felt like you were walking up an escalator that was headed down and you weren't making any headway. Because just when you thought things were stable in the new normal, we changed the new normal. The changes were exhausting, but you remained focused. Missing and lost. You missed getting together with families and friends. There were canceled weddings and life events. Families canceled holidays with relatives, and you missed your traditions. You experienced the loss of social interaction with your friends because your last name started with an R and theirs started with an A. You lost a fall homecoming, but you gained a spring one. However, through all of the loss, I hope you made some new friends and that you will have the opportunity to make up this summer with those friends and family members that you lost time with this year. The losses were very hard to go through, but through it all, you remained hopeful. You are the 154th graduating class of Coldwater Community Schools. And over the past 4 years, you have had many great experiences at the high school. And what you have accomplished in your academic careers has been nothing short of amazing. We have watched you become the outstanding young people that you are today. But now is not the time to rest. You still have much to do, so much to learn, and so much to give. Beginning tomorrow, you will take the first steps in your new journey, one that will help to define how you will make a difference in the world. Many of you will pursue careers or training that will lead to your chosen careers. Others will enter the working force right away. Regardless, it's not so much about the type of work you choose to do as much as the passion and dedication that you bring to the job each and every day. To the class of 2021, as you leave the ceremony this afternoon on the path to your personal future, you have become part of a great tradition, which is Coldwater High School. Remember all who have played a part in your achievement, your parents, your grandparents, your teachers, your administrators, and this entire community. Remember, you have the power to do great things. You have the power to change the course of history through character, generosity, intelligent decision-making, and creative acts of humanity. I want to leave you with some wit and wisdom attributed to Mark Twain. Always work like you don't need the money, and always dance like nobody is watching, and always, always live like it's heaven on earth. We are proud of each and every one of you, and we share in your happiness this afternoon. Best wishes as you begin your new journey. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce the members of the Coldwater Board of Education. The Board of Education members work very hard to provide the best programs possible for our students. Would you please stand as I say your name, and can we hold our applause until all board members are standing? Dr. Ed Lake, President. Nick Kreminski, Vice President. Claire Dean, Secretary. Jeff Holbrook, Treasurer. Dr. Kate Frederick, Trustee. Steve Rust, Trustee. And Dr. Ron Lanford was not able to be with us today. So please join me in thanking them for their service. And now the part that all of you have been waiting for. On behalf of the faculty and administration of Coldwater High School, I present these members of the class of 2021 to the Board of Education, and in doing so, verify that each one has met the requirements for the diploma or certificate that they have received, and each is entitled to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations, class of 2021. At this time, Dr. Ed Lake would please come forward.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. I wish I had adequate words of wisdom to impart to this outstanding, amazing class. But all I can say, or all I would like to do, is to quote a Chinese scholar by the name of Confucius. The expectations of life depend upon diligence. The mechanic that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools, and they have done that. Confucius. It is now my honor to announce by the authority of the state of Michigan, vested in the Board of Education, and by those delegated to me as president, I hereby confer on these members of the class of 2021 the earned and been awarded the appropriate diplomas and certificates of Coldwater High School. Congratulations to the class of 2021. I don't have anything else to say. I got nothing.
Thank you, Dr. Lake and Confucius. I'd like to take just a couple of moments here briefly to say a couple thank yous. First, thank you to our student speakers. I think you would agree with me that they have represented not only themselves, their families, but their entire school and community so well today in their speeches. Thank you to our athletic director, Mr. Farmer, and my administrative partner, Mrs. Searles, as we work together very hard as a team to make sure that we help provide the academic and athletic opportunities that students here have in our schools. I also need to thank and want to thank the wonderful teaching and counseling faculty of CHS and the entire K-12 staff here in our system. I do want to take just a moment, as you've heard so many times in these speeches, of what a challenging this year was for you as parents, for your children as students, but I can't tell you enough the challenge that was put before these adults who dedicate their lives and their hearts to helping to support and raise your children while they are with them. So I would like to take a moment. Some of them are in the stands amongst you because they're playing mom and dad today. Some of them are here in the chairs. But I would like to take just a moment to please ask the staff, K-12 of Coldwater Community Schools, to stand for a round of applause for this school year. Your support, care, and love for these students over the years, and in particular over these last 15 months, has been an integral and irreplaceable component to helping these students accomplish their goals, develop as young adults, and complete their journey that has allowed them to be a part of this celebration today. Thank you. In particular, I want to give a shout out and a thank you to another one of our faculty members. She's moved over here to my left, the class advisor of 2021, Mrs. Deb Warner. And I also wanted to take an opportunity here to acknowledge two of our staff members at the high school who will not be returning next year. They have dedicated countless hours and years over their time here at Coldwater High School to help impact the lives of children, their families, the staff, and the community of Coldwater. They happen to sit right next to each other, probably because they're so grateful. This is their last graduation ceremony. But if we could please have them stand and give a round of applause to Ms. Cammie Duda and Mrs. Denise MacArthur. And as stated, thank you Superintendent Whelan, President Dr. Lake, and the rest of the school board, Amanda Miller, our Assistant Superintendent, as you help shape this school system and the direction and the vision for our efforts. Finally, I want to thank all of you for coming out here today and for struggling through this year with us. So congratulations to all of you. You have also persevered. This was not an easy year for you, and you have done it as well. So give yourselves a round of applause. You've done an amazing job. Give them the horn. Give them the horn. All right, here we go. So students, as you cross the stage today, you'll be coming up the steps over here by Mrs. Searles and Mrs. Warner. Stop, remember, for a brief moment here. Mr. Clayton is going to be taking a picture of you as you get your diploma cover from Dr. Lake or perhaps one of your parents. Those pictures, parents, will be posted on our website for you to be able to download as you choose later this week. So, it is now, at this time, our great pleasure to have Mrs. Searles introduce to you the members of the graduating class of 2021. With the student speakers and those sitting in the front row, please rise, come on over, and have us celebrate you as graduates of CHS. Here they come.
Are you ready? Kelly Corinne Warner. Kyler Grace Galena. Alyssa Nicole Bach. Maya Elise Repka. Kara Renee Volkmer. Tate Robert Hostetler. Jackie Elena Perlberg.
Good job, Jackie.
Brady Boyer Moore. Ryan Scott Omo. Veronica Angelica Gonzalez. Madison Aubrey Beckhusen. Abby Renee Herman. Victoria Emma Gonzalez. Noella Ray Keplinger. Anna Kate Natalie Dwyer. Meg Kennedy Smith. Cole James Nightska. Spencer Christopher Rodesiler. Tanner David Gent. Madison Ann Wright. Carly Alexis Gabink. Alexis Knapp. Ashlyn Cole Smith. Alyssa Stevens. Riley Alice Cooper Lewis. Faith Marie Mooneyhand. Brianna Marie Reimer. Aiden Joseph Repka. Marshall Isidore Horde. Cooper Michael Dean Fredland. Kenneth Dodge Elkins. Joshua Hands Small. Caleb Hadfield. Drake Austin Fitch. Cameron Linton. Dylan James Lawhead. Taylor Wark. Christian Browse. Dustin Moddert. Kai William Kinsey. Aya Salah Nasser. Rukaya Abdul Hafid Harbi Ahmed. Samaya Salah Elomari. Nazria Abdul Salam Ahmad. Khadija Ahmed Omar. Rihan Ahmed. Rowan Abdul Baset Alatre. Faiza Saeed Shakir Muflihi. Fuzia Abdul Latif Saeed. Hayla Salah Ahmed. Rasha Antar Abdul Nasser. Miriam Talal Thabet. Ashley Brooke Morick. Rachel Tucker. Alexis Abigail Musselman. Elisa Truex. Caleb Joseph Blaine Deller. Michael Orozco Alberto.
It's okay, it's a Roscoe.
Kennesaw Ray Kramer.
Do I go now?
Kirk Matthew Cashion. Kyle Patrick Garland. Colby Duke Wagner. Ahmed Salah Akalaki. Hisham Atwain. Zainab Abdulrahman Azan. Emily Moise. Angel Lujano. Lisbeth Ramos. Jocelyn Lujano Salto. Juana Mancera Rodriguez. Jaden McKenna Richmond. Hadil Ahmad El Hajaji. Annabelle Megan Kling. Marissa Renee Cox. Abigail Marie Travelby. Grace Ann Ortiz. Jennifer Marie Powers. Leonardo Torres. Luis Hernandez. Victoria Hammond. Brianna Marie Hoskins. Kirsten Renee Alexander. Madison Jolie Hamlin. Lucas Stewart. Leonard Dennis Hudson. Logan Pike. Dylan Xavier Bull. Cole Anthony Rotman. Sarah Ahmed Ali El Gabri. Ali Amama Ahmed. Taba Musa Hajaji. Noor Kamal Altum. Carly Rankin. Hayden Pierce Shimizu. Emma Blackmer. DeAndre Cortez Douglas. Urja Ashish Patel. Paige Alexis Curry. Hunter Scott Butters. Ty Austin Thomas Sturgeon. Everett Lewis Smith. Abu Baker Ahmed Yahya. Ibrahim Yosef Anajar. Radwan El Saraimi. Idris Shamala. Hashid Kaid Salem Abdullah. Abdullah Omar Omar. Mohammed Ahmed Mohsen Ahmed. Ali Mohsen Abdullah. Mada Mike Norman. Abdul Jalil Ahmed. Brianna Lynn Miller. Isabel Ruby Marie Siegel. Ariana Diamond. Jerome Albert Osborne. Shelby Marie Tabor. Maya Lee Leggett. Connor Matthew Sabanchek. Grant Dean Bridges. Luke Gregory Lahr. Braden Walker Withrow. Caleb Curtis Litwiller. Jaron Parker Herlin. Peyton Elizabeth Lake. Mason Andrew Archie. Brady Allen Travelby. Max Darren Middlestat. Wyatt Johnson. Braxton Storm Tobalski. Zach Dustin Middlestat. Garrett Leroy Wall. Wyatt Andrew Force. Preston Riley Stout. Antonio Lee Potter. Caleb Michael Brown. Ashton Gordon Hance. Joshua Ryan Peterson Speaker. Sterling Haylett. Dawson Scott Paratus.
Oh, thank you. Things crazy.
Noah Valle. Gavin Machida.
Thank you for all the years. Appreciate it.
Caden Alin Summy. Sydney Joseph Katz. Glenn Clive Hopkins. Zeke Michael Madden. Javis K. Clayton. Parker Allen Dangler. Olivia Jade Corbeil Gruner. Lacey Joe Janis. Brian Gutierrez Herrera. Kaya Brooke Donay. Angel Danielle Rodriguez Melendez. Jesus Sosa Aguilar. Nevaeh Earl. Jaden Kendra Bree Haylett. Ashley Lynn Horn. Ashley Lynn Weller. Damian J. Smith. Marissa Leanne Madison Howells. Samantha Helen Brazy. Aniston Leby. Zoe Leanne McDaniel. Alyssa Grace Fisher.
That's my baby. Yes, girl. That's my baby.
Cassidy Marie Bishop.
Carson. Oh my God, Carson.
Carson Purse.
You know how to pronounce this? Faisal.
Faisal. Ali, gotcha. Ali Faisal Ali Kazma. Madison Hardy. Gabriella Rose Rutz.
Here we go, boys.
Cole Daniel Smith. Dayton Yearling. Vincent Michael Mata. Rylan Thomas Brockway. Connor James Overholt. Jaden Impton. Sean Thomas Robinson. Sochi Giovanna Vasquez Garcia. Emma Elizabeth Fost. Claudia Rivera Rodriguez. Erica Haney. Molly Louise Lewis. Zoria Kistler. Tiana Jo Latta. Jaden Daleen Schwartz. Emily McIndoe. Audrey Walke. Jasik Barr. Noah Ray Grubb. Emma Rose Bronson. Makia Renee Conley. Sarah Dawn Shirky. Kendra Marie Kling. Joseph Paul Shirky. Kendallin Ray Haviland. Lillian May Schneider. Shaden Sophia Maines. Brock Stephen Lee Hines. Larsen Blake Walbeck. Qasim Abdul Karim Salah Abu Ali.
Before we close our ceremony today, I'd like to give a brief calling of some names of students. Some of them had to move before the graduation ceremony. Some of them needed to stay home today and are actually probably joining us on Facebook Live. So a couple of the students that were not able to come across the stage today: Cynthia Eros Caballero, Ethan Cope, Holden Eaton, Kimberly Galvin, Colin Ice, Seth Machino, Brady McFarland, Sean Rasmussen, Jeremy Ross, Zakaira Saeed, and Warda Sheik. If we could please give them a round of applause as well. I also want to take a moment. Each year we try to pause just for a moment. We are so grateful for all of you who could be here today in person, those who are watching on Facebook. But we know each and every one of you may have a family member who was not able to be here with us today to celebrate. But we know they are in our hearts and in our minds and our souls, supporting the great accomplishment of these young men and women. So we like to take just a moment, in your own way, to take a moment of silence to remember those who have touched our lives in so many ways, but unfortunately are not able to be with us physically here today. They will be forever with us wherever we go. Thank you. All right, students, as Ralph Waldo Emerson, heck of a name, he stated, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are small matters compared to what lies within us." And for the class of 2021, what lies within you is a level of tenacity, flexibility, grace, adaptability, perseverance, and grit, greater than what has ever been seen or required in a graduating class of students. This celebration of your graduation is more than an academic accomplishment. This is a personal triumph and a success story for each and every one of you. You each have had your own personal struggles throughout the years, and collectively over this past year, you've helped support each other in ways that are hard to describe in any statement that I could ever give. You got up every time you were knocked down. You never quit. You met every challenge with an I can do this attitude. It was hard, but you did it. We are also proud of you and your personal success journeys. We are here to celebrate all that you have accomplished, but more importantly, we can't wait to see the amazing things you will accomplish in your future. Remember that you will always be a part of the Cardinal spirit of Coldwater Community and Coldwater High School. As I'd like to do also each year, I'd like to thank you parents for sharing your children with us. We're going to give them back to you, by the way. Please take them with you when you go. But again, like I said, as adults, this has been an incredibly challenging year for you as well. So thank you for the partnership. Thank you for the understanding, the patience, the flexibility. I know this has been hard on all of us, but working together, we did it. So seniors, after Maya presents her closing speech, remember to please exit your seats and walk directly over to the tarmac on the other side of the end zone there for the traditional cap throw ceremony. So parents, they are going to actually all get up at one time and move over there. So if you'd like to catch that picture, you're going to have to move a little quickly yourselves to get there to capture that moment. Also, seniors, just a reminder that you do want to go back into the gym to get your actual diplomas, because they were not in those covers. So seniors, to signify your crossing over in this journey in your chapter from this high school education to your careers, your futures, please move those tassels from the right side of your caps to your left. Congratulations to the class of 2021. One last time, Maya, before you come up here, I'm going to give the Who Are We cheer. And the response to Who Are We is Cardinals. But I need all of you in the stands there today, and the chairs and students of the class, to make the whole city of Coldwater know exactly that we are here today to celebrate you. 3 times, one of my favorite cheers. Who are we? Oh, we got to be louder. We got 2 more times. Who are we? Who are we? That's right. You'll always be one. Let's go, Maya.
Hello, everyone. My name is Maya Repka, the treasurer of the class of 2021. As we are coming to the end of an incredibly challenging 18 months, we have finally made it. Thank you all for being a part of our graduation ceremony today. For the class of 2021, in the words of an unknown author, I would like to say, behind you, all your memories. Before you, all your dreams. Around you, all who love you. Within you, all you need. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams, live the life you have imagined, and believe deep into your heart that you are capable of achieving anything you put your mind to. That you will never lose. We have arrived at the end of one journey and are at the beginning of another. Thank you.